See, most of the people ask about Ielts and TOEFL exam, about what to do about them when you're coming to US. First thing first is when you're coming to United States from Pakistan, India, or Bangladesh. First thing to keep in mind, like when you think about taking admissions in Europe, and when you think about taking admission in United States, the main difference is that here in United States of America, most of the universities prefer TOEFL exam. So, for example, if you have done IELTS and you came to US, they accept that, but they prefer TOEFL. Means is like if you're applying for PhD and you get admission with the PhD, but then you get a job here for like a teaching assistant job or any other like that, then you have to redo TOEFL. So the best thing is that when you are coming to United States, so you should do TOEFL instead of IELTS. And basically TOEFL has 4 parts: writing, reading, listening, and speaking. And the main thing and the main theme of the TOEFL is, and why universities accept TOEFL exam and GRE exam, both of them, is then when you're preparing for TOEFL is basically the exam to the test, or the exam to test your knowledge about the foreign language or the resident language, that is English. Basically it is English all over, like in United States of America and UK, but the pronunciation of many words in USA is different from that of UK's English. And that's why when you prepare for that, for example, most of the people take classes, take lectures for the TOEFL and everything else, but one of the shortcuts to prepare for TOEFL is to watch entertainment program of US media. For example, when I was coming in, I watched Friends. It is a bit old comic show, but the main theme was to understand how they sound like when they speak. One thing is to speak, one thing is to understand. You can speak from 1 class to 10 class, or 1 grade to 10 grade. They're different. We read English, we speak English and everything else, but the other thing about coming to United States and speaking with the native people, it's altogether different thing, because their pronunciation is very different. So when you watch one of their programs and you listen to them and you understand them without the subtitles, obviously, then you have a greater chance of understanding their language, and you have a greater chance to excel in TOEFL exam. For example, what I did was I prepare by watching Friends. Then I think a week before the exam, I took some of the lectures. They are available on YouTube, TOEFL lectures. So you take TOEFL I took, I think, 1 or 2 lectures, and that's it. And I think I got 24 in speaking, and pretty much high marks overall. So that's a pretty trick. It's a really short way to get into that, and everybody should try it. And it's a very easy way to pass TOEFL exam without, it's not that you should do that, but it's, if you have less time and you want to do that to pass the TOEFL exam, you should go for speak to any Native American on the phone or something like that, or that helps a lot. Or watch their programs, because it involves speaking. TOEFL exam involves speaking, writing, listening. So it's basically everything. So 4 parts of the TOEFL exam. So it helps a lot. So I hope that helps. Thank you.